Happy New Year, everyone! I decided for my first video of the new year to be about my Smashbook. We're going to do a flip through because one of my New Year's resolutions is to finish this thing by the end of the year. I want it to just chronicle like the first 3 years of our relationship. No, I don't have a particular reason as to why. I just wanted... It's getting very full and there's still a lot of stuff I haven't put in it, so I figure I have about enough room for one more year and then it needs to be closed out. So that's what I want to do. Another reason is because I don't have a Project Life video for you guys. Don't hate me, because all my Studio Calico stuff isn't here yet. And I had a layout planned, but then I saw a preview of what my Studio Calico kit was going to look like and realized I needed to wait because I have to redo everything now. Fabulous, I know. Plus, I don't have any of my pictures printed, and I'm probably not going to be able to do that until I go on vacation later this week. So I'm doing a staycation, so you guys will hear from me a lot during that. So I'm very excited. I plan to craft a lot. So yeah, we're just going to get started on the flip through. This is obviously the wedding album. Sorry, I have to like relocate a little bit. There we go. This is the wedding album. I think I told everybody this before. Don't take your covers off because this little kind of thing happens where sometimes you can get crap and junk on them. So yeah, I haven't done anything with the front cover or the vellum piece. I don't know what I want to do, but I want to do something awesome. So I'm kind of like holding it until I think of a really good idea. I've seen a lot of really cool stuff, but I just don't know yet. This is the front cover page. Also, I haven't cut or pulled out any pages. I know a lot of people that have. I think that's really cool. And as I finish up this book, I may choose to do that to a couple different things. But for right now, I'm leaving all pages intact, uncut, unripped out, anything. For this page, I just thought it would be really cute to kind of timestamp some very important dates in the first 3 years. I need to obviously go in and fill a bunch of this in. This is a lot of like first year stuff. It's our first date, our engagement date, our first kiss, the first time we texted, just that kind of cutesy, adorable stuff, which is what this book should be all about. These are even our movie stubs. I was wearing red lipstick when we kissed. I was all dressed up for Christmas because we ended up kissing on Black Friday and starting to date then. So it was just perfect and wonderful and adorable. These are all of our New Year's pictures. I also did not go in order. You'll see a lot of stuff mix and matched. I wanted to pick pages more than I wanted to pick everything in order. So it's in one big crazy clusterfuck of an order. I actually ended up recovering this whole page because I hated the layout and I kept ripping it up, and so it ruined the paper. And so I just recovered it. It's some paper that I got from Joann's in a really thick scrapbook album, and then I cut out clocks individually and then had them pop up off the page. If you peeled this back, you'll actually see the little white styrofoam things. Not styrofoam, it's the little foam squares that pop everything off. I use some of the Tim Holtz embellishments that run around. There's a little clock down here too. Then I also have sequins. The little bubble looking things, the champagne glasses, are all from a sticker a day calendar that my mom got me. She got me a bunch of them over the years when I lived in Atlanta, and I just never really use them. So every once in a while I use them as filler stickers. These are grunge board pieces that I just stamped over and tried to emboss. It was a terrible experience. These are just really cheap stickers from Michael's that I got. You can get them on like the big trees that you see all over the place that spin around. The little stamp that I stamped there says wise words, and inside is a Tim Holtz stamp. It just was kind of wise words to start the new year, so I just thought that was kind of cool to have. Up here is actually really cool. It's another Tim Holtz quote. There are some Starburst papers. We ate Starburst that night, and these are just some papers I saved. This die cut right here is actually a die cut. I got a big shot from Sizzix for Christmas, and this was one of the first die cuts I got to do, so I was really excited about it. And then this is something I found on our break room table on New Year's Day. It was 20 tips for a positive new year, and it just goes through like all these really cool things. about staying positive and how to look in the new year in a very happy, positive, non-worrying, non-stressful aspect. So I like to keep that in there. We don't really have any pictures because we didn't go out. It was really uneventful, I kid you not. But this year made up for it times 100. It was a crazy New Year's, and I cannot wait to put all of the new pictures right here. I don't even know if they're all going to fit there. I'll make it work. I'm really excited about it. With that being said, I started this about a week or two ago, I want to say. I went through with my Post-it notes, and I wrote on them what I wanted to go in that space, so that now when I'm flipping through and I'm trying to plan where things want to go, I know whether that space is reserved or not. And plus, whenever I have like a day off or something, I can just get those photos and get those things and start scrapping that area to make it really easy on myself. So that's that page. This video may be in a couple parts, so don't be upset. I don't really like this page. I'm sorry. I really don't. So I'm going to scrapbook over it completely. If you guys saw my Marauders math video, then you guys saw this lovely beauty. It takes too long to kind of go through and explain, so please watch that video if you want to know more about that. It was pretty awesome. I'm not even completely done with all of the photos from this trip, but we went to Universal. It was my first trip to Islands of Adventure. And you guys know all about my second trip. So, yeah, these are just some of the photos. I wanted them each to have their own little theme because each land has its own something going on. So I did them all separately, and then I'm going to make them all fit in the book and kind of cover up that page. I don't think that one flips. I totally thought it did. I don't know why. Oh, that one flips. This is a little smash pad. If you're curious about how any of these are made, please let me know, and I'll let you know. But, yeah, these are just some of our Universal pictures, not even all of them, or Islands of Adventure pictures. That was my birthday. I turned 22 that day. That one's blank. What I would like to do is one of my New Year's resolutions this year is to take one double date every single month. I work a lot, and so does he, and we go out together quite a bit, and we eat a lot of takeout, but we don't take the time to just like have those date nights anymore. So it'll probably be a compilation of date nights and dinner double date nights, but I want one in each little block. I just thought that would be kind of cutesy and fun. And that way also we can kind of share some of our friends in this. And I want to plan some really interesting date nights with friends I haven't seen in a really long time, and then surprise him with friends that he hasn't seen in a long time. So yeah. These two are blank, no plans yet. Let's see what this is. This is the Orlando Halloween Horror Nights trip that we just took. It was just him and I. That's why I thought this page would be cute, just you and me, because it was just us. It was our first vacation by ourselves. His parents weren't there, his family wasn't there, and it was just us. And it was crazy, and it was long, and we were exhausted when we got home. So I wanted to make sure to dedicate plenty of space for that, so I know it'll take up at least 2 pages. I like the whole over the move thing, but I thought, what a cute page to do all of our movie nights on. So all of our ticket stubs are going to go here, and I'll probably write a little bit about movies that we've seen. It may kind of creep over through here, but I don't want to cover this up. I like a lot of the graphics in this book, so I'm going to do my best to still let them shine. This was actually the very first page I ever did in my entire Smashbook, and I still love it more than I love any of the other pages because it's just fun and it's girly, and it turned out so pretty, and I was so proud of it. It's just kind of all the things, just the ideas that I was having going into our wedding, and it's just fun to look back on. There's still space to write, and I never really finished it completely. I was cutting out stuff from magazines. I really did embrace the whole Smash thing wholeheartedly. That was the first tag I ever distressed by hand. And I'm obsessed with this page. And I'm so proud of it. And now that, like, we've talked more about, like, wedding stuff going forward and what we really, really want to do, By the way, so sad. This is really depressing. This is an Oscar de la Renta dress, and he has since passed away. Very, very sad about that. Fashion will severely suffer from that. But I just kind of like having those kind of things even in here because it's something I can journal about later on. And I'll probably go back and add things to this page before it's all over. But that I'm just really proud of that. This page is still not completely done either. Most of the book will constantly be getting embellishments all the way up until the end because a lot of times I just get everything in place and then I'm bored of it and I want to move on. And then I go back and do maintenance and all that fun stuff later on down the road. This was our Disney trip. This was 2 days after my birthday. And this was actually the trip we got engaged on. So those are our tickets. These are just pictures of his family. That's Jasmine, his niece. A lot of these pockets came from Snap. You can actually buy most of it. I bought all mine at Archivers before it closed, but you can go on things like, what is it? Simon Says Stamp and scrapbook.com, and they still have a lot of this stuff that you can still get. These are a couple. This is a big pocket. I stored all of our Downtown Disney photos in there. That was just a cute Walt Disney quote that I liked and stuck in here. There's nothing on the other side. Just says say cheese, so I'm probably just going to back it with something or a photo. That was on the ride in. I think I taped it down so it doesn't flip anymore. This photo is really impressive. If I can focus the camera, you'll see every single one of us are looking. It was a very magical photo, which is really hard to do on a roller coaster. So by some miracle, we were all waving at the right time. It was very random. But that's what I love about going on vacation with his dad. His dad literally never puts the camera down, so you get some really awesome memories to look back on. That's his mom and his niece. It's all of us. I kind of crashed that photo. A lot of these I like washi taped in. And I promise once I have like a camera or something steady, I can talk more. And you guys won't have to listen to me awkwardly babble because I have to hold the phone and talk. These are a bunch of photos that we took on rides. This was kind of cool. I cut the circles out and then pasted them over the photo. That was like the Buzz Lightyear ride where you have to like shoot stuff. Yeah, and on some of these I actually wrote. I'm kind of impressed with myself. Jasmine was being very silly in the line while we waited. We both had blue tongues, and his dad was in the Dumbo car ahead of us. So this is one of the funniest things ever. I look so unprepared. She's texting, and Susie is his sister who's sitting in the green shirt behind us, and Nardi is his brother-in-law, and he's smiling too. They've been on enough vacations to know to constantly be smiling and posing because their dad takes pictures all the time. My eyes are closed. Jojo's face, which is his nephew, is priceless, and then Alfie is the only one prepared. I love it. My ears hurt my head so bad because they were made for kids, and even though I'm small, they were extremely painful by the end of the day. I kept getting like headaches and having to take them off. I love this. I bought this in Tennessee with my mom and my sister probably almost, I'm going to go with like 10 years ago. Like 9 years ago maybe. But I found the perfect thing to put it with, and it's all of the fireworks photos. One right after the other, which I love. Which you guys get to see what was really going on while those fireworks were also going on. I won't do anything to this page. I love it. I don't want to cover it as of right now. But on this side, I'm going to put the move because we moved in September into our own apartment. And I want to trace out our keys and just kind of show pictures of when we got our furniture and maybe do like pictures of the whole apartment all in there. But I feel like that was when it was officially just us. It was just us in our own space, and I really appreciated that it was just what it was. I don't have anything on these 2 pages yet, or these. And if you flip it, this is last year's Christmas. I was kind of disappointed in myself. I think it looks really cool, but I got really upset because I didn't really include us as much as I kind of did his Christmas, my Christmas, and our Christmas. It wasn't a very clear depiction of what the scrapbook is about, which is it's just him and myself. This was the Christmas. This shows the photos that got taken at his house on Christmas Eve. I was at work. So that's his family. And I haven't even gone back and journaled or anything. These were pictures and kind of like little memoirs from the Christmas at my mom's. I'm sorry, I started getting way too close, so you can't see anything. But it's just like what Christmas looked like at my mom's. I love our faces. A Very Botanical Christmas. I'll explain that in a second. I made that tag. Panda Poo is my mom's stuffed panda bear that we love. These were my first actual for real die cuts, and I'm very proud of that. My mom gave me that present. In this little thing, I covered it with wrapping paper that my mom actually wrapped our presents in, but all of our tags are in here. That's also a lovely, nice gold bow that my mom used. Little Buddy, if you look really close, is an anole lizard that my mother rescued that Christmas. She now has a grand total of 3. And I think she has 5 baby tree frogs living in her house right now as well. They have their nice little home. We call them the Tiny Tykes. They're adorable. She also made red velvet pancakes, and we had pink champagne with raspberries in it that night for dinner. So this was the night that we got there, so Christmas Eve dinner. All right, I'm just going to kind of chuck everything back in here. A Very Botanical Christmas refers to a couple years ago, and if you guys actually look on my blog, you'll see these flowers that are petunias. My mom, when I was in high school, this is a Buca de Beppo thing that I just saw in a catalog, and it had coupons attached to it. And I just loved the fact, we both love Italian food. And I just liked that the whole wreath was like Italian food. It's just kind of corny and cute. But yeah, my mom started referring to me as Princess Petunia or Tunier when I was in high school. And it just kind of kept going. At one point I called her Queen Hydrangea. My stepdad, we named him King Boston Fern. And we named Alfie Prince Norfolk Pine, which is actually a small Christmas tree. And him getting his botanical name was a really big deal to me because my mom's never actually given one of my boyfriends one. And I think that means he's totally in the club. So she was really thrilled about that. But that was just a very cool thing. And so I wanted to make sure I put something along those lines in there. I love penguins. And this was a gift card holder I got from my aunt. And it actually has the gift card in the back of it. These are tags from Christmas gifts I got. This is cut out from wrapping paper that I got from my boss's boyfriend. Inside this little baggie is all my work stuff. I'm going to try to untie it one-handed and show you guys what's in there. But my coworker Chelsea, she actually gave out these little gift bags, and it ended up being able to work nicely in here. Okay. This is really funny. Is the bow too much? The stars were, it was part of a game where if you participated in the meeting or like answered a question or whatever, you got a star. JoJo ended up winning the contest. I think I wrote about that. But this is at the Christmas party. And then that bow was on a present that I unwrapped. And so I tied it around myself and just kind of cut it down. And so we have that. This kind of just talks about the candy wrappers and everything. It was just kind of a journaling card. Holiday Brilliance. We did scratch-offs last year, but this year it was actually an app that we had on our iPad. So it wasn't nearly as fun and I didn't have anything to keep and document. But these were the losing cards. I ended up having enough. There's like 2 cards, but they're stuck together. I ended up having enough to get like $15 off a pair of jeans. So I was really excited. I love York peppermint patties so much. And Kristen brought in the snowflake shaped one, so I was really excited. And then the day after, a girl that was from Savannah, her name was Haley, and she's so sweet, brought Christmas candy in that she didn't eat. And I love Butterfingers. And it was in the shape of a Santa Claus, and it was delicious. This is one of my good friends, Erica. She is so sweet. We actually have on the same jacket, and a button fell off of it the other night, so I have to get it repaired, but I'm very sad about it. And so we thought that we were cute and funny, posing it up in the same outfit. I think I actually wore those jeans today. Huh. I'm not even going to bother trying to get that one-handed back in there. So I'm just going to kind of tuck this all right here. This is a Starbucks snack bag, like the things that they give you, like little pastries in at the Barnes & Noble. And I just use it as a card holder. It's all of my Christmas cards. This was a die cut, and I just kind of posted it on there. Nothing too fancy. I was just resourceful. Oh, this is our first Christmas. I'm sorry because this page probably needs more maintenance than it knows what to do with. These were the first photos that we actually had taken together. And you can see just how different, like, that we look over the time. I'm sorry, this is starting to get really shaky. My wrist is getting very tired. So I'm going to start here. It was our first Christmas, like I said. I die cutted the tag. This was his whole family. I don't even know who took the picture. This is Star. She's all grown up. She's had puppies now. It's just, oh, it's so sad. Like, I love her to pieces. That's his mom. She was so little. That's JoJo, his nephew. There was, like, this big cake ball tree that was delicious that he was being funny with. It was just kind of my top 10. That's one of my favorite pictures of us. My hair was very dark. I haven't dyed it in almost 2 years. So it's really crazy to look at. That's one of my favorite Christmas dresses, too. We were just making really adorable faces at each other. This is one of my cards. I don't even know what's in here anymore. Oh, it was like extra photos. Oh, this fell off a couple days ago. It was part of a ring that goes in like those little cupcakes, and then you can pull the ring out. And I chopped the ends off, and I had it as an embellishment on the backside right here, and I haven't glued it back in yet. This was his sister's card to me. I just destructed it, and so if you look inside, it's a nice, lovely Spanish Christmas card. But that's his sister, and I love this picture. It's his brother-in-law, his sister, him, and myself, and her face is just priceless. Their faces are just so weird. I love it. This was my first Christmas present from him, which is really actually adorable and monumental because we had only been dating a month exactly at this point. And he got me a leopard soft blanket that I love dearly and is so soft, and I love it. And then we just stuck Christmas bows on him to torture him. He's a sport. He's a very good sport. His dad gave us this Christmas card, so that's the Christmas card from his dad. And that's his dad. His dad got a very expensive camera lens, pictured here. His dad has since shaved said mustache. And this is Christmas Eve of 2012. But yeah, I used a lot of Tim Holtz washi tape, lots of stickers from Stickabilities, I think is what it's called. They sell it at a lot of different places. I know I see them at Hobby Lobby. It's just a very generic sticker brand, nothing too fancy. If you wonder what something is, write it down or message me, and I'll tell you exactly what it is, where I got it. I'm really good about remembering after the fact or being able to go back and look at it. I'm always worried about time constraints of trying to get the photos to get as much shown in one video as possible. So sorry. A lot of the ribbon is just spare ribbon I had laying around. Oh, I didn't fold down that photo. Sorry. This was Thanksgiving of last year. Not as in 2014. This is 2013. I didn't even do these photos until recently, but I was really happy with how they turned out. I just kind of made a little flip book and kind of wrote about stuff. This Thanksgiving was really wacky, so I didn't get to stay for all of it. I'm probably going to leave that alone. This will be Thanksgiving of this year. This is our 1-year anniversary. and it talks about the Rookery, and I actually have a menu here. There's a really cool story behind the Rookery. My parents had their first date here, and then ate there a lot when I was a baby, and then I didn't go for years and years and years and years and years. I didn't even remember it. Like, I only went as a baby, so I had no actual physical memory of what it looked like. And I waited until our 1-year anniversary because I wanted to take someone very special, and I wanted to make sure it was the right person. And we finally went for our 1-year anniversary, and now anytime we go, people know exactly who we are. They know us by name. They pretty much know what we eat now, which is really sad. And we're becoming my parents. And that makes me so happy that I can't even begin to tell you. This is going to be our anniversary this year. We ended up kind of doing a crazy anniversary. So there's going to be lots of posts, lots of pictures and journaling. This is just the beginning, is what I wrote. And I even used my, corner rounder from Project Life to round the corners all the way around on that side. Not both sides, just this side. And then that's a picture of the Rookery. The dovetail is new as well. They obviously opened it in 2012, and my mom had never been. I actually just took her recently. She got to go for her first time after 10 years, so you'll see those pictures probably in my Project Life book later on. This doesn't have anything on it. By the way, if you ever get the chance to come through Macon, Georgia, please go to the Rookery. It's the best food ever. You just know. I love that. But these aren't planned either. I'm sorry. This is going to stick together. Okay. This was our first fair day that we went, and we were actually on vacation while the fair was going on this year, so we don't even have anything. My mom is obsessed with cows and pandas and frogs and lizards and flowers and a lot of other things, but we just got a kick out of taking a bunch of pictures of cows. This was actually a real mother heifer. A phenomenal wonder. They were just cutouts from some scrap paper that I had. I just found all these like little funny sayings and started taking them out because they were in that very old school fair circus kind of font. But she was actually very, very pregnant, and so it was very, very funny. Another mommy that was very protective, it was a very silly rabbit. She had baby bunnies, and anytime you tried to come near the cage, she literally would slap her paw in the water, and it would go everywhere, and it was very annoying, and that was a very protective mother. The roasted corn was a monumental find because Alfie had the worst food luck all day of anyone I've ever met. Anytime he ordered anything, it was terrible. And I don't mean like just fair terrible. I mean like the worst food. It was just disgusting. I'm sorry, this is off center. I have to go back and repair a lot of this stuff. This was a fried Twinkie, which wasn't nearly as amazing as I hoped it would be. These are receipts. We got $20 worth of caramel apples when we went to leave. But, oh, I have to repair that. It's breaking. It's a little pocket holding everything. And then when you pull everything out, you get to see the most wonderful thing ever. It's a fried Oreo. And it's just a tag talking all about this. I actually had to get a tag and wait in line because they had to make me my Oreos. It was very strange. And then I backed this with burlap. But it's a tag that, mission accomplished. I was on a mission to find a fried Twinkie before that day was out, and I ended up finding fried Twinkies and fried Oreos and falling in love with fried Oreos. This was taken by the lake. We just took some cute pictures. The little cows thing. This is the little denim pocket that you can get in the Smashbook pocket set. This was just sunset at the lake of the fair. It was just a really pretty picture to take. And then these are a bunch of like pamphlets and maps and stuff from the fair, like our receipts for our tickets to get in and things like that. Another blank page. Okay, so this is one of my favorite pages. It's very old and it looks that way. You can definitely tell that it was one of the first ones I did because it's not super impressive, but I still love it. The Dreams Do Come True sticker I'd had for probably 10 years now, and I finally got to put it down in something. Our engagement are from Mambi. The pin is actually from Disney. I pinned it through the paper, and it's like and then glued the paper down. So that thing's not coming out. This is the little Disney castle you can get just about at any craft store. I stamped, her name's Lulu, and I didn't really name him. And then they pop up off the page with the little foamy stickers. But I stamped them and then used Tim Holtz markers and the little like water brushes to watercolor them out. So I actually did watercolor them. And then that's the little Mambi sticker that comes in the engagement kit of stickers. And this says Marry Me. Because he proposed at Disney. This is what was going on. So you guys can see how I got proposed to. This is probably just one of the coolest things. Because a lot of people don't have that. That is his nephew. I think every little girl hopes for that kind of engagement. So the fact that I got it and I got it on camera is just beyond my wildest dreams. And I adore it. And we were planning a Disney wedding. So I can't wait to put that in the book. It's just crazy. This page is blank. No, I don't have any kind of plan for it yet. This will be the Orlando bowling trip that we took in last May. I just kind of like the whole brick thing, and I don't really like the Lucky Us font, so I'm just going to scrap over it. This is blank. We'll have a lot of blank pages towards the back, because I really didn't fill anything in. They're all mainly towards the front. These are just a bunch of blanks. Like I said, no plans yet. Every once in a while, I'll go through them with my Post-its. I think I just need to print a bunch of pictures and go through stuff before I can plan anymore. There is actually stuff on this page. His birthday is in February, and so is Valentine's Day. This is going to be a mess trying to get out. I'm going to try my best. A lot of this isn't Smashbooked because it's from his birthday and it needs to be on a separate page, but I just stuck it in the pocket so that it wasn't like lying around. This white piece of paper is the birth certificate for my, oh, this is terrible. For my Hello Kitty that I got for Valentine's Day, and that's like a little journaling card about it. Her tags. She had hearts all over her feet, which I actually have since printed a picture of her. This is her. She was the Valentine's Day Hello Kitty, and I adore her. And her name is Baby Big Head because she almost didn't fit in the box. We actually named her Aphrodite because she's the goddess of love, and we got her on Valentine's Day, and that's what it says on her birth certificate, but we call her Baby Big Head. These are just Tim Holtz letters, random scrapbook paper. I tried to write on the month folder that I used, but it just didn't turn out right, and I didn't like it. This is also a Tim Holtz letter. I've got to put in Valentine's Day stuff from last year. Well, some of it's already in here. Here's a little journaling card, and all about the whole Harajuku clothes, which I'm obsessed with, because I love Gwen Stefani. Where's that from? That's Buffalo's. That was his birthday dinner last year, because he didn't want anything fancy, and everyone in his family was sick, and we really couldn't afford to go do something crazy. I love how it says, I'm great for scrapbooking, and it's just a poem he wrote me. These were the flowers I woke up to on Valentine's Day of 2014. Yeah, 2014. I was impressed as all hell because my car was parked behind him, and those flowers were not in the house when I went to bed. So I want to know how he got them in there, and I will never know, and it's very disturbing. I got him Small Cakes cupcakes, which are kind of fancy gourmet cupcakes down here. To be honest, they weren't that wonderful. This was the birthday brownie that they give you. We annihilated it. It was glorious. Him eating brownie. We kind of posed it up and took a couple selfies. The lighting in there was terrible. That's our Small Cakes receipt. And then I got a business card. Oh, I didn't mean to drop it. Sorry. But this is where all his birthday stuff will go. And then I'll probably carry it over to that page. I don't have any pictures posted of my birthday. And we went to the aquarium and did all kinds of fun stuff. Sorry, I hate when I get too close and then I have to back up. I feel really bad. Because I, like, get all up in the book and forget that I'm holding a camera. I'm pretty sure it's all blank from the rest of the way out. Oh my gosh, I'm trying to flip this page and it's not working. Oh no! I ripped it. I don't know how I did that. And now we're back to the whole, I can't flip the thing again. Aw. top 10 things I want to remember about this day. I don't know what I'm going to post here. Gosh, that makes me so mad I ripped the paper. Oh, I'll figure it out. That's what God made tape for. Okay, more blank. This will probably be the Xmas of this year. There's snow days and still tons of things that I need to document, and birthdays and lots of things. Like I said, I really like the whole post-it note concept because then you know what's going in here and what you have room for. And then that's it, guys. So now I am going to close the lovely book. And I've even got stains on the back. So like I said, keep your cover. But this is where it's at. Oh, that's above. Oh, into the side. It's kind of a crazy mess. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm sorry this is really long, and I'll probably split it up next time. Thanks for watching, and if you have any questions, let me know. I'll be happy to answer anything. Thanks, guys. Happy New Year.